One of the realities of life is that it's just hard sometimes. Sometimes that's because of the mistakes that we've made, because of our own sin and things that we've brought onto ourselves. Other times it's due to things that come to us or happen through no fault of our own. And that's just a fact of life. And faith doesn't make us immune to the hard things that happen to people in this world. Jesus, in fact, was really straight about that. He said, in this life, you will have trouble, period. That's the reality. However, Scripture also makes us a promise that if we put our trust in God, God will use the hard things that happen to us in this life to grow us, to teach us, to shape us. We see this in James chapter 1, verses 2 through 4. James writes this: "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may become mature and complete, not lacking anything." Well, first of all, I want you to notice that James says when trials happen, whenever they happen, not if, because again, it's going to happen. Scripture's really clear about that. But James also says that we can find a kind of joy even in the midst of the struggles and trials of life. And he doesn't mean that we're going to be happy in the midst of those troubles, but what he means is we'll have a kind of joy, first of all, because we know God is alive, that he's in control, that he's got a reality beyond this and will take care of us. But this verse and many others really focus in on the promise that God can use the hard things that we go through in this life to grow us and to make us better people. James says that the hard things we face test us, test our faith, and that God can use them to produce perseverance in us, to make us stronger people. James also says that the testing we face, God can use it to make us more mature and complete. God can use it to shape us and make us more and more into the great people that he in fact designed us to be and calls us to be in this life. So in this way, we can really see that something redemptive can come out of our suffering, our pain, and our struggles in this life. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross said this about the struggles of life. She said, "The most beautiful people we have known are those who have known defeat, known suffering, known struggle, known loss, and have found their way out of the depths. These persons have an appreciation, a sensitivity, and an understanding of life that fills them with compassion, gentleness, and deep loving concern. Beautiful people do not just happen," she says. Well, I think this quote captures a key part of the truth of how God can use the hard things that we go through in this life to really shape us and to make us better people, or in Elizabeth Kubler-Ross's words, more beautiful people. But in order for that to happen, or in order for that to happen to the degree that it should, we have to seek to not just get through the struggles, to not just ride out the storms that come to us. We really need to seek to learn from them and grow through them. We need to be asking God questions like, Lord, what is there for me to learn in this? How can I grow from this? How are you seeking to shape me? How can I emerge from this struggle a better, stronger person? We really need to open ourselves to what God may be seeking to do in us in the midst of the trials that we face. And if we do that by faith, good things will happen.